Here with head coach Nick Regan after the 3-0 loss to Annapolis. Coach, obviously not the result you wanted, but what do you take away from this game and your just general thoughts from the match?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was. I think this was good for us, quite honestly, because against Richmond last week, away in that sort of environment, against a top team, obviously we had to go into that game with a certain plan of being resilient, being disciplined, being organised. Today, I mean, I think what you saw out there was a team that, in us, that had the ball a lot more than they did against Richmond, probably 100 times more. And when you have the ball more, frankly, more things can go wrong. And so I actually think that was good for us in many ways because, we'll learn from those moments. Frankly, a lot of the ideas that we put on paper were hard to execute against Richmond, and today we just had so much more of the ball. And we play good teams like that. You make 3 mistakes, you'll get punished, and all 3 of their goals, quite honestly, were top quality finishes. So we'll learn a lot from it.
As you mentioned, you had a lot more possession in this match. Was playing out of the back something you worked on in training a lot this week, and is that something you're also looking to implement going forward just by wanting to have possession?
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's not like playing out the back. Like, to me, it's just a case of like where and how do you want to exploit space. And so in terms of out the back, I mean, numerically, we feel like that gives us the best opportunity to progress the ball. But ultimately, yeah, I get the execution is the top thing there. Not just the person on the ball, but everyone in and around it. There's so many moving parts to take full advantage of that. There are times where it worked really well today, and there are times where we got caught out. And those times we got caught out, we need to learn from.
The switch was Cook in for Manley. What did you like from Cook in this? It seems like she's more of a physical presence up top, kind of dropping in a lot. How do you think she will fit into this team going forward?
Yeah, I mean, Ellie was obviously here last season and was one of the better players, and so she's a top quality forward. Has had a great career at JMU, has done really well. So we're really excited, but Ellie's just joined us here for a couple of sessions, so she's also still trying to figure out this new setup, these new ideas and whatnot. But what you get from her is just desire, work rate, quality on the ball. So we just need to figure out more ways to get the ball to her and use her more for sure.
Obviously, you look to change things up at halftime. What were you telling the team, and also what was the idea with the substitutions you made with the wingers and just in general?
Yeah, we felt like with the wingers, we just wanted to insert a little bit more energy. I mean, the way we play, the wingers have to do a lot of running, more so off the ball than on the ball. So it's just a case of we needed fresh legs, fresh ideas out there. And also, listen, we have to give opportunities. This is such a short season. You can't roll with things just continually. You need to try things, and that's what we did. And they did really well. But even then, Barrett and Megan that came on, they've had 1 training session with us. So I think we're a case here now that we're probably going into next week a lot more settled with the squad than we've been. We've been adding new players in all the time, coming back from college and whatnot. So we're excited to be settled this week ahead.
As you're looking ahead to that next matchup against Virginia Beach, will the training this week be focusing on more of just getting into the swing of things and match sharpness with the touches in possession, or what else are you looking forward to kind of bringing? Again,
I just think it's about we'll review this. I think we already have an idea, but we'll review this, and we've just given the players the task there to analyse themselves as well, because there's a lot of times in the game where it's 100 miles an hour, but ultimately there are so many times we have numerical advantages that the players might not see in the moment, and they just need to be a bit braver on the ball and play. I think we were kind of timid at times and thought there was more pressure than there actually was. So it's just about analysing those moments, working through them, recreating them, and we'll go from there.
All right, well, thank you, Coach.
Thank you very much.
Here with Coach Tommy DiNuzzo after the loss to Annapolis 2-1. Coach, what did you make of that result? And obviously a team on its first match, so what did you like in terms of the energy and just your general thoughts on this poor result, obviously, with the loss?
Yeah, I mean, they're a really good team. They were very successful last year. They're in a more difficult division now with us, but really good team. I thought they had a really good game plan. And then I thought it was pretty even for the most part, and then I think we kind of shot ourselves in the foot at the end, not managing the game the way we needed to. So if you do that against good sides, you can get burned, and that's what happened tonight, unfortunately. But yeah, credit to them, really good team, so we're looking forward to seeing them again a month or so from now.
What did you make of the physicality of the game? It seemed very physical. The ref was allowing a lot of, harsh tackles. Is that just the nature of, this league, this division? And what else do you make of, what you saw out there?
Yeah, that's it. That's the nature of it. It's a lot on the line in every single game. So that's how everyone is going to be going forward, especially against a team like that. So par for the course, and we will do a better job embracing that next go-round.
You had 2 clean sheets in the first 2 matches entering this match. Here you give up 2. Obviously, as you mentioned, the first one was a bit of a shot in the foot with the giveaway. But on that second one, what do you think the team could have done better in those final kind of phases of the match?
Yeah, I think on both we made some mistakes and exposed ourselves, and they had 2 excellent finishes. So credit to them. And, you make mistakes at this level and you get burned. Particularly late in the game like that in the last few minutes. You just got to manage the game better and be more mature with your decision-making. So that's all. But again, credit to them, and we'll learn from it, and we'll be ready for the next one on Wednesday.
It seemed like you wanted to change to a 4-3-3 based on the lineup today. It was playing a 3-5-2 before that. Did you see that kind of playing out the way you had hoped, or what else did you see?
Yeah, I thought all that went to plan. I think at halftime, the decision to make is always, do you change what you're doing, or do you do what you're doing already, but just do it better? And our plan was to do it better. I thought we started the second half really well, did exactly what we wanted to expose what they were doing a little bit. And then I thought we lost our mentality after we made a couple mistakes. That's really all it is. So, again, we'll learn from it, and we'll be ready for Wednesday.
Well, exactly. Obviously, after this result, I saw you guys in the huddle after the match. What were you kind of trying to tell the guys ahead of this upcoming matchup next week at home again against Virginia Beach?
Yeah, so it's all about how you respond. So you learn from giving up a goal late in the game like this, and you respond. So hopefully we'll have a great training session Monday, big away game Wednesday we'll take care of, and then we're back at home next Saturday, which we're looking forward to. So first chances to respond is Monday, so we'll be ready to go with that.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Awesome. Thank you.